The Chicago Bulls haven't found a quality rhythm for years. This team tries to be a more serious factor in the playoffs from season to season, and now it seems that it is far from the playoffs. Overall, this team doesn't have a clear superstar, and that's the biggest problem. DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine are not the ones to carry the team along. Both of them have not really proven in their careers that they are winners, and probably the leadership role that the Chicago Bulls do not have is crucial for the fact that this team cannot be ranked among the best in the competition. On the contrary, the Chicago Bulls are among the worst teams in the Eastern Conference, as they are 12th in the standings with an 11-17 record. However, they entered this match in a good mood, considering that they defeated the Philadelphia 76ers by 104, in a game in which Kobe White and Nikola Vucevic shone. First with 24, second with 23 points. Levin's injury should be taken into account when talking about results. But even with him, as already stated, the Chicago Bulls do not look like a serious team. Defensiveness is their strong point, not enough to neutralize a bad offense. Although at one point it seemed that the Los Angeles Lakers were on the right track to finally reach the desired form, the continuation of the season denied that. It's as if this team became saturated after winning the title in 2020, because from that moment they looked more like a recreational team. That may sound harsh for someone who's been a serious factor in playoff basketball ever since, but it's a reality, given that this team has the quality of the second-best basketball player of all time, along with Anthony Davis, who is also excellent. The Los Angeles Lakers cannot transfer all that to the court, so they are currently 8th in the Western Conference standings with a score of 15-12, but with many problems. However, that score can also be a positive thing, because it is evident that this team still has a lot of room for improvement, and they did not fall drastically. They entered this duel with 2 consecutive defeats, the last of which was against the New York Knicks, 114, 109 when Davis and James scored 32 and 25 points. That tandem is not enough for the Los Angeles Lakers, who have to get a few more players if they want to be more serious competitors in the fight for the highest ranking. Not only that, but they will also have to improve their defensive play, which is not up to par. In the last 2 meetings between them last season, the result is 1-1, absences and injuries. Lonzo Ball, Torrey Craig, and Zach LaVine will not play for the home team. Gabe Vincent and Jalen Hood-Schifino are not playing for the Los Angeles Lakers. Neither of these 2 teams are in good shape, with the fact that the Los Angeles Lakers have not yet taken the entire season very seriously. 2 defeats in a row can be understood to some extent, but 3 defeats would be too much for a team of this quality, which can justify the games recently with fatigue after winning the NBA in-season tournament. Therefore, we expect the guests to be motivated and win by a margin higher than the offered handicap. Our prediction is Los Angeles Lakers minus 3.5. After equaling the franchise record with 9 consecutive victories, the Orlando Magic has only managed 2 wins in their last 6 games, suffering defeats in the last 2 matches, notably against the Boston Celtics. This dip in form was expected for a team that is exceptionally young, with key players in the early stages of their careers. It's clear that the team revolves around 2 names, Paulo Banchero and Franz Wagner, who are not only the future of this team, but also the NBA. However, a bit of experience is needed to chase the biggest results. Both players need to gain experience, and the supporting cast should consist of players who know how to achieve significant results. Now, they face a team that fits this description, as the Miami Heat bring experienced and proven players who can lead the team far in the playoffs, complemented by seasoned role players such as Kevin Love, unlike their counterparts in this match. The Miami Heat has been inconsistent from the beginning of the season. Throughout the current season, they have secured several wins, followed by a few losses. In their last game, they suffered a defeat against the Minnesota Timberwolves. This kind of start to the season is nothing new for the Miami Heat. Under Eric Spoelstra's coaching, the team typically begins the season in a similar fashion, struggling initially and then gradually improving as the season progresses. A significant development for the Heat is the return of Tyler Herro after being absent for a little over a month. Historically, the Miami Heat has been successful in finding under-the-radar players who are skilled enough to perform at a high level, and Jamie Jaquez Jr. appears to be fitting into that mold. It is anticipated that the Miami Heat will continue to approach upcoming games without much burden, saving their peak motivation for post-All-Star break matchups. If their shooting performance is at a high level, the Heat are considerably closer to securing victories. In the last 5 games, the Miami Heat has secured 3 wins while the Orlando Magic has emerged victorious twice. Absences and injuries. Wendell Carter and Markelle Fultz are questionable for the home team. Kyle Lowry is uncertain for the guests. This matchup features two teams in different phases. The Orlando Magic is in the early stages of development, aspiring to become a team competing for top placements. In contrast, the Miami Heat is in a phase closer to completion, with limited time to pursue a championship. Regarding this game, it is believed that the visitors from Florida will emerge victorious in this encounter. Our prediction is Miami Heat to win.